Seat yourself in a comfortable position and breathe deeply. Lift the back of your head as you straighten your spine, taking on a calm and alert posture. Listen attentively to the sound of my voice as we begin our next meditation, the mill, your sixth destination in the journey of abundance. The mill. Feel the pleasant sensation of a warm summer breeze blowing softly on your face as you slowly stride along a long, sandy road. Watch how endless fields of waving grass stretch all the way towards the horizon. See how beautiful rays of sunlight touch the lands. Sense how the heat of the sun permeates your muscles, making you feel very calm and relaxed. Feel the comfortable temperature on your skin as warm air envelops you. Now, take a deep breath and experience a deep sense of serenity. Look around you and observe the orange and green hues of this wide open landscape. Watch how a few bumblebees fly slowly over the grassy fields. Listen to the buzzing sound of their wings as they hover happily from flower to flower. Stare at the horizon before you, and as you gaze into the distance, notice a small dot. It's a tiny point of interest that stands out in this vast and immense landscape. See how it becomes bigger as you walk along the road that leads towards it. Notice how its shape appears to be moving rhythmically at a calm and steady pace. It's a quaint little mill, a charming building with 4 rotating blades that are powered by the wind, moving in a continuous clockwise motion. Feel how its soothing rhythm entrances you as you gaze at the circular motion of its blades. Feel how it revolves in perfect harmony with the forces of nature. Approach the building and observe its finer details. Look at the straight lines of this tower-like structure and notice how its walls are constructed of a rough type of stone. Right above the front door, you spot 3 narrow windows leading up to a quirky pointed roof made out of old weathered shingles. Watch how a large rotating axis sticks out from under the roof, driving these 4 enormous blades. Look at them up close and notice how fast these blades are revolving. Listen to the variety of sounds that come from within the mill. Feel a sense of curiosity to find out what's happening inside. Walk towards the doorway, and as you're about to enter, you have to dodge forward fast in order to avoid getting hit by one of the blades. Feel the door open smoothly as you step inside the mill. Look around you and watch with amazement how you're surrounded by an intricate system of ropes, pulleys, levers, and a large set of rotating, interlocking gears. Look at all the movements. See the pushing motions and the pulling motions. Look at the clockwise and the counterclockwise rotations. Hear the grinding sounds of all these moving parts. Feel how this mill is brimming with vibrant energy. Observe the large grindstone in the center of the room, and notice how it rotates slowly as it grinds large volumes of grain into fine flour. Look closely as you touch the flour with your index finger. Taste it on your tongue. Smell its powdery aroma, a scent of labor and craftsmanship. Notice a ladder next to the grindstone, and as you stand close to it, you suddenly hear a female voice speaking to you from above. Look upward and see a hole in the ceiling. See an open, friendly face smiling at you through this hole. An auburn-haired woman with sparkly eyes and freckles on her cheeks greets you kindly, saying, "Hey there, how are you doing? It's so great to finally have a visitor." Look how she slowly climbs down the ladder and dusts off the flour from her pants. "Welcome to my little mill. My name is Maya, and I'm the miller here. I work day and night to transform grain into the finest flour, so the baker can bake delicious bread for the people of this country. I've built this mill with my own 2 hands, engineering this ingenious system that harnesses the power of the wind to grind grain with precision. The secret to being a great miller isn't about being strong or fast. Operating this machine requires a very unique skill set, because every mechanical element must be synchronized precisely to the forces of nature. Every gear, every rope must be aligned perfectly with the speed and angle of the wind, the warmth and humidity of the air. And only if these systems are calibrated exactly right will the mill deliver its generous power. And therefore, I train myself to be completely attuned to forces of nature. I can predict exactly when the wind will change and in which direction. I can predict when the temperature will rise and fall. I can predict the rain, the snow, and the heat. I can feel how everything is connected. The mill, the earth, the air, and the sun. I feel how they interlock, how they move and change in relation to each other. I feel sequences of events that have happened in the past, are happening in the present, and will happen in the future. I see so many fascinating patterns, so many cycles of transformation. I can sense the chain of events that brought you to me, and I feel how you have activated your subconscious to attract abundance into your life. Then you mastered the touch of gratitude, and you also cleansed yourself of limiting patterns and designed wonderful inner visions, making them so vividly real that you can see, hear, feel, and even taste them. And now you stand here before me. And trust me when I say there's still much you will learn and experience on this journey of abundance. Today, I will teach you a new way to enhance your visions. Because even though they feel very vivid and real, they represent singular moments of your future experience. Realize that if you increase your awareness of all the events that led up to the manifestation of your visions, your ability to make them real becomes much greater. Maya opens her hand and shows you a single speck of flour. Look at it. It's so small that you can barely see it. With an excited voice, Maya continues her story. Just look at this speck of flour. Notice how very tiny and insignificant it appears. Let's try for a moment to picture all the influences that have led to its existence. Just a minute ago, it was still a seed of grain being crushed inside this grinding stone. And before that, it rested inside a sack of grain. Before that, it was harvested. And before that, it was part of a living plant, sprouted from a mix of seed, water, soil, nutrition. Now realize how all these elements, all the factors leading to its creation, have a mind-bending level of complexity. Look at how the rotating of the earth and the warmth of the sun created the wind that moves the blades of this mill, and therefore also the grindstone. And think of the mill itself, built by evolved living beings using rocks that were formed over billions of years. See how the wood of this structure has been carved out of living trees, shaped and assembled using iron tools that have been made possible through many cycles of technological innovation. See how every item in this world has come into existence through an immense web of connected events. Every being, every object, every piece of material has been manifested due to the forces and coincidental timing of nature and the thoughts and ideas of living beings. So let's look back at this speck of flour that I hold in my hand and know that even though I worked hard to create it, I only had a tiny role to play in the sequence of events that led to its existence. And that's the important lesson that must be learned. Because in order to master your manifesting powers, you first must learn to see and appreciate your role within the bigger picture. You are just a small part of an infinite network of causes and effects that extend far beyond what your rational mind can understand. Everything around you is in eternal motion, always changing and transforming. So in order to get a sense of how your visions of abundance will unfold over time, you must first establish a deep connection with the evolving universe around you. You must align yourself with this cosmic dance of nature and allow your subconscious to show you the way. As Gaia, the mountain spirit, has already taught you, the subconscious is immensely powerful, and it processes information faster than your conscious mind could ever do. It even has the ability to receive information beyond what your body can see, hear, and feel. So if you synchronize yourself with the intricate web of time, your subconscious mind will sense how events will unfold, allowing you to manifest visions in harmony with what has happened, with all that is happening now, and with all that will happen in the future. Look how the expression on Maya's face suddenly becomes serious as she whispers with determination, "Follow me, and I will show you the magical timeline." Look how she grabs the ladder firmly as she climbs upward to the small hole in the ceiling that leads to a higher section of the mill. Feel a sense of curiosity as you follow her and climb up the ladder yourself. Stick your head through the ladder hole and peek around. See the large rotating axis that is driven by the blades of the mill. Listen to its creaking sounds as you notice the open space at the center of the room. Look how a straight white line has been painted on the floor, aligned perpendicular to the enormous wooden axis that rotates overhead. Listen to Maya's voice as she looks at you with a firm expression. Seat yourself on this white line and face the rotating mill blades from inside this section of the mill. Allow yourself to drift away as we enter the ritual of the magic timeline. Notice how Maya slowly sits down beside you and listen to her speak in a very comforting voice. Inhale deeply, and as you breathe in, count slowly to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now hold your breath for 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you breathe out deeply, you take another 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat this rhythm and feel how your body enters a relaxed state. Focus on your upper body, your head, your neck, your throat, your clavicle, and breathe. Release. Feel the relaxation flow through you. Feel every fiber of muscle, the tendons in your shoulders, your upper arms, your biceps, your triceps. Feel your elbow, your lower arms, your wrist. Feel the bones of your hands, the palm of your hands, your thumb, your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky finger, your fingertips. Breathe deeply and relax completely. And as you feel immensely relaxed, observe your inner space. See the colors, the energy behind your eyelids. Sense how your visual awareness increases as you observe your inner canvas. Looking around in the large open space of your imagination. Visualize a timeline, a simple, straight white line that stretches from a point far on the horizon behind you, all the way to the opposite point on the horizon far in front of you. Look at the sharp definition of this line. See its thickness. Feel its intensity, its depth and dimension. Feel how the part of the timeline that lies before you represents the future, and the part of the timeline that lies behind you represents the past. And as you're now looking forward, notice how you're unable to see the timeline behind you, and yet somehow you can sense it. Feel this line intuitively, a form of comprehension of which only your subconscious is capable. Now observe yourself on this timeline, sitting on a white circular plateau that floats above the timeline. Feel how this small circle represents your present experience. This circle is called the Circle of Now. Look at it. See it clearly before you as you observe its simple shape, its round contour, and its vivid brightness. And sense how you can control the position of this plateau. Feel how you can move the now back and forth over the timeline, using only your mind. And as you move the circle of now on the timeline, sense how the experiences within your inner canvas are changing, transforming into their previous or future forms. Use your mind to place the circle of now in this current moment, here inside the mill. Observe the space in which you're sitting, the space inside the mill, as you meditate with Maya the Miller at your side. Observe the space in your mind's eye as you look at the straight lines and the curved lines. See the square shapes, the round shapes. Look at the various color tones, the shades of light and dark. See the reflections and the shadows. And listen to the sounds around you. Hear the sounds that are close to you and the sounds that come from farther away. Hear their frequencies, their volumes, and the rhythms. Inhale deeply as you smell the scents in the air, as you become completely aware of the experience around you. Now, let go of this current experience as you return to the void of your inner canvas. Observe the infinite dimension of your inner space as you see the timeline before you, a bright white line that extends as far as your mind can perceive. Now bring the vision of your dream house into your consciousness and place it within your inner canvas. And as you see the images of your dream house enter your imagination, move the circle of now to a new position on your timeline. Use your intuition to place this circle on a new moment in time, a position that feels just right. Notice how you're able to sense precisely where on your timeline the manifestation of your dream home belongs. And as your circle of now settles into this new position, watch how your dream house materializes around you, appearing more real than it has ever felt. Observe its contours in perfect detail. Look at its dimensions and its three-dimensional shape. See its many different colors. Soft colors, bright colors, subtle shades of light and dark. Feel the textures of every surface of your house. Feel how real and tangible they are. As you experience your materialized dream home in vivid detail, also look around your dream house to see its surroundings, the scenery, the spaces around it. Look at the perfect realism of these spaces as you observe all the unique contours, shapes, the lines, and colors. Explore. Observe. Listen to the sounds here and feel the textures of the surfaces. Now breathe deeply and clear your inner canvas again. It's time to draw a new vision towards you. It's your vision of fortune, the experience of having acquired all the money you desire. And as you feel this vision entering your consciousness, use your intuition and move your circle of now to find the exact moment in which your fortune will materialize. As you move the circle of now back and forth, sense the right position in your vision. Feel how it clicks in your timeline. And as it locks into position, watch how the vision of your fortune materializes around you. See yourself performing a sequence of actions to check your bank statement and look at the precise figure that represents your wealth. Hear the subtle sounds in the background. Feel the device on your fingers as you experience it. Now, let go of this vision and return to your inner canvas. Look at the open void of your inner imagination and see the timeline before you while you remain seated within the circle of now. Let's continue and draw a sequence of events into your conscious awareness. A series of moments in which your dream career manifests itself. Draw your visions of these moments towards you and feel where on your timeline they seem to belong. Tune in to your intuition, your subconscious, and feel when these visions will occur. Move your circle now and feel it click on one or several spots on your timeline. And watch as the visions of your career unfold around you, looking so vividly real. Observe these visions. Witness the shapes, the sounds, the feeling on your skin. Look at all the details. So crisp, so sharp and lively. See the people that are supporting your career and your achievement of wealth and prosperity. Notice how your social circles are very dynamic, always evolving, as people transform and change their status and position. Look at the people, their face, their shape, posture, the color of their hair, their skin, the quality of their clothing. And as you hover over your timeline, going back and forth, watch how your circle of friends, family, professional relationships, acquaintances, and your community changes, with some people leaving your circle and others entering. Observe this evolving process. Feel how you are truly embedded in this new reality. Feel the joy of achievement, the happiness of pursuing your true goals. Now go back to your inner canvas again and draw the vision of a treasured possession towards you. Feel how easy it has become to tune in to your timeline, to sense where to place your circle of now. Place the circle in the right position on your timeline and feel it click as you watch the vision of this valuable possession materialize around you. See how real this possession looks to you. Notice how you can observe even more detail, how you can touch it, hear it, taste it, smell it, and release this experience and move towards the vision of another possession. Feel how it clicks on your timeline and watch how the experience of having this possession unfolds around you quickly and vividly. See the image around you. Hear the sound. Feel the surface. Taste the air. Smell the scent. Immerse yourself within this vivid experience. Now, let go of the experience as you enter your inner canvas and draw the vision of your daily ritual towards you. Move your circle of now towards a moment on your timeline when this daily ritual happens exactly the way you envisioned. Use your intuition to feel where on your timeline this daily ritual will be materialized. Feel it click and watch your ritual of waking up, your morning rituals, your afternoon rituals, your evening rituals, and your night rituals. Watch them materialize around you, looking clear and defined. A beautiful, immersive movie of how you shall spend your day in the best possible way. And while you enjoy the experience of your daily rituals, move your circle of now along your timeline and watch how this movie repeats itself over and over again. The faster you move your circle of now, the faster the movie plays around you. Go ahead and play with it. Experiment. Move back a little in time and observe how these rituals came to be. See how your daily rituals transformed slowly and steadily into this wonderful form. Return to your inner canvas and look at your timeline. See the visions that have clicked onto your timeline, placed in sequence. Now let's place one more vision. Your vision of a luxury experience. Draw it towards you and sense where on your timeline this experience belongs. And as you find the moment, watch how this experience manifests around you. Now go back to your inner canvas and move your circle of now along the timeline back towards your meditation in the mill. And as you sit here and look towards your future timeline, observe all these experiences of wealth that you've placed upon it. Look at the manifestation of your dream house and its surroundings. See that precise moment when you have acquired the amount of money that makes you feel rich. Look at all the spaces, objects, and people that form the experience of your career. Look at your most valuable possessions, your social circles, your daily rituals, and your luxury experience. Glide your circle of now along your timeline and watch how these visions manifest themselves in a perfect sequence. Watch this magnificent story, the movie of how your visions of wealth become real. Realize how the manifestation process will be the result of elaborate chains of cause and effect. Every single molecule of your visions will have to find its proper position. It has to be moved into a specific place and time in response to your soul's request for wealth and prosperity. So let's imagine how every object within your visions is deconstructed before your eyes into its constituent parts. See these parts hovering before you and notice their size and dimension. Now deconstruct them even further into their basic materials, such as stone, metal, glass, oil, fabric, aluminum. Look at the mass and weight that is required to construct every object within your visions of wealth. Now glide along your timeline and see how this matter is transformed through human effort and ingenuity. Ask your subconscious to be aware of these molecules as you slide back and forth, going way back into your past and forward into your future. Play with your timeline and watch how these simple raw materials evolve into sophisticated forms, a manifested reality of your visions of wealth. Realize how many people and machines will spend their time, resources, and energy to design and build every object of your vision. Now, press your left thumb against your left index finger and feel a deep sense of gratitude flowing through your veins, radiating from your heart. Move your circle of now back into your past and slowly glide forward along your timeline, moving toward your future. See how the manifestation of your visions unfolds itself around you, and feel how immensely thankful you are. Feel a powerful emotion of thankfulness, a deep gratitude to the universe, the earth, and the people, reconfiguring itself so that you may live the life you envision. Enhance this feeling even more and thank all the manifested forms along your timeline. Feel a subconscious connection to the moving parts and a profound sense of gratitude for all the hidden processes that make this manifestation happen. Move your now button back to the moment in which you are sitting here meditating. Feel how your subconscious is somehow connected to everything that needs to be set in motion. Feel how matter is falling into place, and sense how many people all around the world have received subconscious signals to perform specific actions that will eventually lead to the manifestation of your visions. Thank them abundantly. Send them the warmth of your gratitude. And know that everything will happen in the perfect way, even if it might sometimes appear differently. Know that the universe is kind and benevolent and will grant you your visions at the right time. Now let's return to your inner canvas and move your circle of now all the way into the future, towards a moment in time far beyond the moment when your visions have manifested themselves. Go ahead and fast forward toward this place on your timeline. Feel how your visions of wealth now lie behind you as you experience them as vivid memories. Wonderful memories for which you are so grateful. Breathe deeply and tune in to your inner space. Remember how your visions of wealth became real one by one. Remember how immensely grateful you felt when your dreams came true. Take a moment to explore these memories and observe their colors. See the various shapes, the outlines, the shades of light and dark. Remember the textures of the surfaces, the rough textures, the smooth textures. See the patterns around you and listen to the sounds, the lower frequencies, the higher frequencies, the rhythm, the tempo, the fluctuations, the soft sounds, the loud sounds, some nearby and some farther away. Feel the temperature of the air and smell the scent. Now become aware of the marvelous influence the manifestation of your visions has had on the future. See the many ways in which the fulfillment of your dreams made the world more beautiful and healthy. Your wealth has been even more beneficial than you ever imagined. To you, to your family and your descendants, to your friends, your community, to the world. And know that these positive effects will only continue further into the future. A powerful ripple effect that will extend into the ages. Feel how your intense emotions of thankfulness are becoming even stronger. Tune in to this feeling and take some time to enjoy the positive excitement of the experience as you gently explore your memories. Now, go back to your inner canvas and slide your circle of now towards your meditation inside the mill. Breathe deeply and return to this space. Look around you and see Maya the miller still sitting beside you, observing you with an open smile. See the expression on her face, the color of her hair, the texture of her clothes. Also see the network of interlocking gears rotating around you, squeaking and puffing as they power the grindstone in the room below. Also see the painted white line on which you are sitting. Notice how a chain of new white dots have emerged. And as you look more closely, it strikes you how these dots match the sequence in which your visions will manifest. The events of your inner timeline are marked in paint here inside the mill. Maya speaks to you. I see that you created a beautiful timeline. I'm so proud of you. Your work here is done, so it's time to say goodbye now. But know that you are always welcome to revisit me here in the mill. And with a deep sense of gratitude, you give Maya a hug, and then climb down the ladder and exit the mill. And as you walk back onto the path, you look back at this marvelous structure as you feel grateful for the powerful memories that you've created inside this beautiful place.